Hello, and welcome. My name is MiniBetrayal, and this is Factorio 1 per minute, episode 17. Last episode we did our storage and storage and transport things. Since then I've done a little bit more landfill. I've also made this new station here called Pax Logic. That should give us an idea of what we're getting up to this episode. So we're doing the logic stuff, so that's our circuitry kind of thing, red wires, green wires, combinators, that sort of thing, and we're also doing some like production kind of stuff, so oil refineries, chemical plants, centrifuges, pump jacks, and robotics as well, so roboports, robot frames, construction bots, and logibots. So let's get started with that. Moving on nicely, shouldn't be too much longer before we have all our items on the bus, but that's not quite the end, because of course we need to test the thing as well. Anyway, starting off, we have the oil refinery. This one actually has 5 inputs, so let's see. Does one of these have 5? No, we've only got 4, so oops, let's put that back. And let's copy this. So the oil refinery requires steel, gears, circuits, pipes and bricks, and we have steel, gears, circuits, pipes and bricks. And there we are, making the oil refinery. Next up we have the chemical plant. This one only takes the 4 products, so let's grab the 4 product blueprint. Pop that down next to it. That'll do. And the chemical plant requires steel, gears, circuits and pipes. And there we have steel, gears, circuits, pipes, and chemical plants. Okay, now we've got a few things running down by the looks of it, so let's just pop that there. Let's see what's going on with circuits. Okay, it looks like all my circuits are being eaten by modules, but that's kind of expected. Yeah, it's been relatively a short time since adding on this. I think it came out to something like 47,000 belts. Yeah, just look at my frame rate tank. 30 frames a second, 25, 24 frames a second. Yeah, so on the plus side, while it's building up, and it's still building up now in fact, my train system is held out. We've still got everything green over here, the numbers are looking good. We've got a few more trains out. Another thing I'll mention, by the way, just before we move on with the next bit, I was having a look around the old base to see what's done the most stuff. So if you mouse over something, you can see down in this area here, it says products finished. So this one has only finished 12 products, this one's finished 220. So I was trying to find the one with the largest number. So I was looking back near the beginning of the factory. Like the red science here, we've got 81,000, 77,000, but they've been upgraded to assembly machine 3s, which will reset it. So looking at these ones, you've got 811,000 on these ones. Turns out the winner, though, is this plastic chemical plant here. 140,000, 1,406,970. And of course, plastic bars are made 2 at a time, so that's actually 2.8 million plastic bars, which looks a little bit like this. Just in a little attempt to see if we can visualize that, I hopped into a creative world. I am recording this after the fact. the grey box you can see in this sort of area. I don't know how well this is working at all, because I'm running at 2 frames a second at the moment. Yes, the outer grey box you can see is a concrete area, the size of the super radar that the creative mod mode gives you. This sort of whitish grey square here is the number of plastic bars we're talking about. Let me just zoom in a little bit. Nice and slowly, still working at 2 frames per second. There we go, picking up some speed now. There we go, yes. They're all plastic bars. Yeah, back to there again. Anyway, moving on with the video. Next we have the centrifuge, which takes 4 products also. And that takes steel, gears, advanced circuits, and concrete. And here we have steel, gears, advanced circuits, and concrete. And here come the centrifuges. Now I do have to keep an eye on this one, because even though the centrifuge is only made in 4 seconds, it takes such a lot in the way of materials. I need to make sure that the materials themselves can come through in less than a minute. Looks like they come through at about 3 a minute, so that's all good. After the centrifuge we have pump jacks, another one with 4 products. And here they come. We have the steel, we have the gears, we don't have much in the way of them, but there come some circuits, and we have some pipes. And yeah, we don't have enough circuits to start making the pump jacks, but they'll be ready to go. Now we move on to robotics. So first up we have the RoboPort. And the RoboPort requires steel, gears, and advanced circuits. And there we go, that's chugging away, ready to go nicely. After the RoboPort we have flying robot frames. These have 4 inputs. So these ones want steel, batteries, green circuits, and electric engine units. And here they are, the inputs for steel, batteries, green circuits, which just aren't there at the moment, and the electric engine units. Steel should be on its way. Oh, I didn't hook the steel in. There we go. Whee, that was messy. Okay, there comes the steel. Then we actually need to make the robots themselves. These are relatively simple compared to everything else so far. They each take a flying robot frame and the one of the circuits, depending on which type. Okay, I've just done a little bit of checking. It turns out with the productivity modules, which we do need for the flying robot frame, we actually need to either have 2 machines or speed it up with some beacons. I don't have any beacons on me at the moment. In fact, what am I talking about? They're on the bus right here. I was going to say I'm going to need to head back up to the base, but I don't. That's a lie. So I'll pinch a couple of... that's more than a couple of speed modules, but whatever, and some beacons. That should do us. And that will give us plenty. In fact, it's way faster than we actually need. But anyway, moving back on to the robots. There you go. Looks like the red circuits are also a little on the lax side. Let's find out what's eating the red circuits. I'm guessing they are also being eaten up by modules. Yep, they're being eaten by the modules. Makes sense. Anyway, after robotics, we have our sort of logic kind of stuff, which is where my new train station gets its name. So we have arithmetic, constant and decider combinators, green wire, red wire, programmable speakers, and power switches. So all of the combinators and the wires, they also take two products. So let's pinch this to product majig. In fact, before we do that, just need to be a bit careful, because 1, 2, that one can come out nicely there. Okay, I'm going to shift this forwards by 1, because that way, as this one comes down and to here, he can just hop under like that. Whoops. Okay, we actually need a new row of 8 for this one then. Okay, so now let's pinch out our 2 input thing, and it wants to go there and then up by 10. Voila. Okay, combinators. And I think they all take cable and circuits. Cable circuits, cable circuits, cable circuits, cable circuits. Should be nice and easy. And then what I should be able to do is just copy this. I'm going to copy it from here actually. And there comes the cable. Of course the circuits are still being eaten by the modules. Okay, 2 more things on the list for today. They both require 3 products, so let's grab a 3 product thing and stick them down. 1, 2, and they are the programmable speaker and the power switch. So plates, cables, circuits, and plates, cables, circuits. Nice and easy. In fact, the cables and circuits, we should just be able to copy these guys again, right? Oh, I'm out of underground belts. I won't take these from the bus because they actually just end up eating gears forever. But I'll put down what I can. Okay, let's hop back up to the main base. Okay, plenty of underground belts to work with there. Let's go back to logic. And we need to feed iron plates into these guys as well. I don't even know where iron plates are on the bus at the moment. Somewhere near steel, I think. Yes, here they are. There come the plates. There comes the copper cable, to the first one at least. And of course the circuits are going to take forever to show up. Alright, well that's about it for today. Let me do my usual give it a border trick. In fact, you've seen enough of that. I'll do that between episodes. Next episode we are working on weaponry. I've classified this as slightly different to military. I don't know why, but I have, so there. So next episode we are working on pistol, machine gun, shotgun, combat shotgun, flamethrower, rocket launcher, poison capsule, slowdown capsule, defender capsule, distractor patch capsule, and destroyer capsule. And after that, all that remains are the various classes of armor and the modular armor components. So I reckon that 2 more episodes and we will be done with construction. After that, I will need to make sure that everything on the bus is backed up, so that will take forever and a day. And then I'll want to just make sure that there's enough like mining outposts and things. I'll have to go and do more outposting. I'll design some kind of circuit thing to figure out if we are making 1 per minute, and how long it takes for that to break on us. But yes, in the meantime, I will say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again soon.